Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of It's a Ootsy Thing and What's for Supper. The sun is starting to shine in my kitchen, even though I've got a blind drawn. It's still coming in, so I've got shadows on me, so I apologize for that. But it is time to start supper, and tonight I am just doing basic hamburgers and French fries. And if you hear laughing in the background, the youngest grandson dropped in just a little bit ago with his daddy, and he asked if he could stay all night. So we have an extra guest this evening. So he's going to eat supper and stay all night with GiGi and Papa tonight. So I'm going to get started. I am going to be frying my French fries in some beef tallow that I have made quite a long time ago. I keep my beef tallow in the freezer, but I also made, or I'm rendering some beef tallow. I started it today, so that's in the process of taking place. So I'm going to get started, and we'll get our burgers together. I'll put those on the smoker, and we'll get our French fries going and have our supper. First thing I'm doing is putting my beef tallow in my Dutch oven so I can get it heating. And this makes the best French fries. Now, a lot of times I will make my own French fries. I had purchased some from our hometown bulk food that I mentioned in my videos. It seems like almost every video I mention about our hometown bulk food store. And I had some of those French fries in the freezer. So I thought, I just had a few. It'll be just enough for one meal. So I thought I would get those used up and get them out of the freezer. What I have found with this beef tallow whenever I make this, I've been putting it in small mouth jars. It's difficult to get it out whenever you're doing something like French fries and you're going to use quite a bit of it. I find it's hard to get out of these small mouth jars. So this tallow that I'm rendering today, I think I'm going to put in wide mouth jars. I think I've got enough wide mouth jars that I can use, and it would just be a lot easier to be able to get the grease out of whenever I'm ready to use it, because it's really getting all over my hands, which is not a problem. So we're going to get the grease heated up, and then we'll get the French fries started. In the meantime, I'm going to get my hamburger patties made. Now, I don't do a lot of seasoning on my hamburgers, and you can dress these up however you want. I'm sure you have your favorite way of making your hamburgers, but I just do seasoning, salt, and pepper. By doing these on the smoker, it really gives them a good flavor. Another thing that I like to do, and this is something that a friend taught me, while the smoker is heating up and that smoke is going through the smoker, she likes to go ahead and put her burgers or meat, whatever she's doing, on there, and that puts more smoky flavor in it. When I do that, it really does give it a good flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and go put these on the smoker while it is heating up. This is also going to work just as well if you do this on a charcoal grill or a propane grill or something like that, or even on the stove. But we do like that smoky flavor in the burgers. And this is the beef tallow that I have rendering. It has been boiling. I've got it shut off, and I will start taking the grease part out and leave the cracklings in. I'll save the cracklings for a friend of mine that has chickens, and then we'll start separating that out and let it render. But this is what I've been doing today. Something else that we like is to have sauteed onions or grilled onions on our burgers. Now you can do this on the grill, you can do it in a skillet and put it on your grill, or you can just do it on the stovetop like I'm doing. But I have about a half a stick of butter, and then I'm just going to, this is a pretty large onion here, and so I'm just going to slice it up and break it apart and put it in my skillet. You do have to use quite a bit because onions really render down quite a bit. Where you think you may have a whole lot, you really don't. Then I'm just going to take some seasoning salt and sprinkle that over those onions. I probably need to turn my heat down just a little bit. Then some pepper. Just let those fry in that butter. Now I'm ready to put my French fries into my hot oil. And I'm going to have to turn my fan on. Elijah, do you want French fries? No? Just a hamburger? You just want a hamburger's all? With just ketchup and cheese and meat. Okay. And a bun. Okay. I should have thawed some bacon out and had that on the burgers. My house smells like a diner with the onions sautéing, the French fries frying in the beef tallow, and rendering beef tallow that I've been doing today. My house smells like a diner. Now I'm going to get my hamburgers doctored up. I'll do Elijah's first. He wants ketchup and cheese only. And you put the ketchup on the cheese. Now, Michael says there is a certain way that you make a hamburger. He says that the ketchup goes on the top bun. The mayonnaise and the mustard go on the bottom bun. My onions are nice and sauteed with that seasoning salt on them. Gives them a golden color. I did put some pepper on them as well. It's going to be yummy on that burger. All right, let's get these burgers dressed up. Last year when I had my garden, I made some bread and butter pickles. So I had some of those in my pantry, and those are delicious on a hamburger, let me tell you. Have my burger with the mayonnaise and the mustard on the bottom bun, ketchup on the top bun, cheese, bread and butter pickles, they're messy too. Put some of these onions on there. Add some lettuce. There's our yummy burger. We'll add some French fries. So that's what's for supper. Easy, hamburger and French fries. Doesn't that burger look delicious? It's gonna be good. So here's you an idea for supper. If you've not made hamburgers and French fries in a long time, I encourage you to do so. So as always, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you next time on What's for Supper. And as always, enjoy your meal. See you next time. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
It's a little crusty, but